Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Born on the 14th of May. Happy birthday to you. You are the gifted one who can be a great communicator in any area, a great writer, a great speaker, using the radio, using the television, using any form of media to excel what you want. And you will have the gift of speaking to even convince people as to how they should be listening to you and understanding your way of thinking. You will be a great traveler and you will travel the world and do business all over the world. You will be a great trader because you will have the ability to know what kind of businesses different countries will definitely value from you. And you may even want to migrate in other countries, live in other countries. Not that you are not going to do well in your own country, no, not at all. But the planets here show that you will love to get the benefits or get the greatest products from other countries to bring back to your own, or send the products from your own country to elsewhere. So you'll be a great trader. You are very imaginative and you're very creative, and everything you do will be have the specialness about it because you're born on a very lucky day. Yes, you are. And you're a very special person who is going to develop the third eye. Most people, the third eye will go to the back of the head, but yours will be in front. So as you get older, you will develop the third eye benefits. You'll be able to see into the future. You'll talk, and people will listen as to what's going to happen for them in the future. You can go into the businesses of financial speculation, the stock market, the forex. You will feel when you should go in, when you should come out. So you have a marvelous horoscope. So what's the problem? The problem is that your temper is very short and it makes your tongue a weapon. When you say things, people really get very hurt when you scold people and when you are angry. So from today, tell yourself, I have to count to three or maybe even count to five before I say or do anything. Your tongue is just too fast for your brain and will say things, and your brain says, there, I told you, don't say it. So count to three or count to five, and you'll be very much in control of whatever you do. Even your actions are too fast. You'll walk fast, you'll eat fast, you'll talk fast. The problem is that you are a walking stress machine. You take on too many responsibilities, or are they put on your shoulder? And therefore, you will tend to have no time for thought and relaxing. Your mind will all the time be moving about. And the danger is that stress and anxiety can overcome you and make you very tired, make you have also difficult health issues. How do you get over this? You need to every morning write down what you're going to do for that one day. And you will see that you write down five, six, seven, eight, nine things. But your eye coordination to your brain will then show that perhaps only one thing is important, or maybe two things are important. When you realize that, you become calm, you become happy, you are able to then focus. So the key word for you is to focus on what is important. You also have too much on your mind, so many will think of you as being out of sight, out of mind. Oh, yes, they will say, well, he promises or she promises everything. But when they are away, they forget everything. So put all your promises on paper to others and tell yourself, have a diary to remember other people's birthdays as well. And yes, you will look down on people who are slow, but tell yourself from today, they may be your best assets because they may be able to identify the problems you are creating or making for yourself when you are hasty and impatient and impulsive. So look at people who are slow and steady as the best support you have. You have a wonderful horoscope. I like people like you who have stories to tell and they will write about them and who are so business minded. And I like business minded people because they are the ones who move industry in the world, all across the world. And you are one of those who will do it. And so, what's the problem? The problem is that these planets are going too fast. And so, sometimes you can be ahead of your time. Sometimes you will do things carelessly. So, slow down in activity and you will be able to have a handle on it. The planets who control 2019 show that they are not very stable. They give you opportunities, but the foundation remains very weak. So these opportunities that come, be careful. Don't start to implement them too quickly and on too big a scale, because matter of time, the energy of 2019 will not be able to sustain it, and it will all come breaking down. So what do, you have to do a lot of research on how the foundation is. The foundation means the demand for you and the demand for your products and your ideas. If the demand is not there, go slow. That's what research will tell you. Well, I don't know what ages you are now, so I'm going to give you some samples. Ages are more important than the calendar year. So being in a good age in the calendar year 2019 will help you overcome the weakness of 2019. If you're on an age which is not very stable, then you have to be careful that not only is the foundation of 2019 weak, but the foundation of your age will also be weak, and that's where the crash can take place. So I'm going to give you some ages. Now, firstly, I'm going to give you ages which you'll have to be very cautious about. So if you happen to be the ages of 14 or 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or even 77, you need to be very careful in all areas, whether it's romance, marriage, family, whether it's job, business, finances, or whether it's health. I'll talk to you a bit about health later. And so you'll have to be very careful of all these areas until the end of 2019, December 31st. If you already have been the ages of which I've mentioned from January the 1st, 2019 until your birthday, the 14th May, if you are already have been those ages which I've just mentioned, you would have realized by now the chaos and the difficulties and the miscommunications and the miscalculations, all because of the speed that you have been doing things. So from your birthday today, the 14th of May, tell yourself until the end of 2019, 31st of December, go slow and be very careful that whatever you do may be laden with miscommunications and miscalculations. All right. Now I'm going to give you a sample of good ages, and the sample of good ages would be this. If you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or even 78, you are going to be one lucky person in 2019. Although the 2019 planets are weak, but you will have the strength and energy to push things through. But you'll even do better if you realize that the foundation of 2019 is weak, and therefore be careful and plan carefully. So if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned, you'll be extremely luckier than other people. So what I need to have is your full date of birth, your time of birth, which will help a great deal, because on the 14th of May, the statistics show that between 400,000 and 500,000 people are born in the world. Such is the big population we have in the world. And so you are sharing your birthday, if I know you only as 14th of May, with these 400,000 or 500,000 people. Even when I know your year of birth, still tens of thousands will be born on that date of birth, full date of birth. And even if I know your time of birth, still tens of thousands will be born even with that time of birth. What is special is your palms. Nobody while you are alive will have palms exactly like yours. Nobody will have the fingerprints and thumbprints you have. So your palms are something very special. And when I read your palms together with your horoscope, then I will see the accuracy I will bring out for you for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Let me talk to you about your health area. Born on the 15th of May, my first worry is mentally you exhaust yourself. Even to sleep will be a problem. And you will be a person walking about and doing everything under stress and anxiety. You will build it up. So many of your organs inside you, like your stomach, is going to go very, very gastric. The wear and tear in you in many areas will be seen simply because the mind that you have is just pushed to the limits all the time. You need how to slow down. Even before you talk, even before you do, tell yourself to count to 3, or better still count to 5 before you say or do anything. This is a slowing down process for yourself. And when you have slowed down those 3 to 5 seconds, your mind will be more ready to say, to think about what to plan, and your tongue will be ready also to slow down and be able to say things in a better way. Because you have a very bad temper, I can see. And the temper makes your tongue a weapon. When you scold people, oh, that's terrible. You drive your friends away and you create enemies from them. So control your temper. You also have planets that make you very dominating and very stubborn. And so that's also not good. Try to minimize these few things. I will talk to you in more detail when I have your full date of birth, time of birth, and look at your palms. Now, you have a horoscope, as I said, which has all the possibilities of doing very well, but you also have all the possibilities of losing everything now and then again, all because the shortcuts you take leaves things open, and being unprepared to back up whatever you're doing is also seen. So I need to do a full horoscope for you. So my email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. So you send me an email, we'll make a date to have this 90-minute session so that you will know your next 7, 8, or 9 years in full detail in all areas of your life. Until then, I wish you a very happy birthday, you very special person with the levels of communication so wonderful and the desire to make money. I like this kind of people because they drive the industries in their country and everywhere in the world. Well, until we meet one day, whether on Skype or WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, wherever you are in the world, I wish you a very happy birthday. Have a good one. Go out and have a good time. And I look forward to one day be able to advise you for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. Until that happens, happy birthday and goodbye.